Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. As you could tell, it's Miss Tree here, doing a live this morning. Just saying good morning to everybody and making sure everyone's up and alive. See who's on early this morning at 10:01. I see Vaughn put a video out yesterday complaining about his court date and that the executive of the estate, the lawyer of the estate, has threatened to throw him off the property, and now he's going to sue the lawyer and he's going to sue the Frost for for endangering his life. Do y'all catch that? That is going to be so fun. Come on, I can't believe I've been on here a minute and nobody's even got on yet. You all must be blocking me or don't want to see me today. That's fine. Don't care. Just wanted to get on here. Thank you, Gray Alien. Hi, Toby. He's not on yet, hon. Toby's my first viewer. Here they're starting to come in. Good morning, everybody. I don't know if he got served it already, but the lawyers did tell him yesterday that they're talking about evicting him off the land. Hit the likes, people. That way I know you're here and I know you're listening. 2 people watching, only 2 thumbs up. Who's with me, Top? Toby and who? Somebody else is out there. You want to be anonymous? That's okay. You're probably stinky. No, I don't think he's been served yet, but the lawyer is going to get the copy of that. Todd's always, that could be that Todd then. But that's fine. I mean, I like for Todd to see it. I mean, I want people to hear it. He literally said yesterday that the Gray Alien recorded it for me and he sent it over for us to all watch on YouTube. Good morning, Jack Ripper, the outsider. Vaughn says that the state lawyer of the estate is going to give him eviction notice. It's about time. He's not taking care of his property. He just runs his mouth to everybody. Wait till the lawyer gets it where James is going to sue him and he's suing the Frost now, and the Frost has nothing to do with it no more. The Frost turned all power over to the attorney. The attorney controls everything. James Von Hilton, for you being a real estate law person, that you supposed to know this and you know that, you don't know shit, buddy. The whole world knows you. You've been putting bullshit out there for 15 years. You're going to put me in jail. I'm still recording from home. Secular, you're still recording from home. Gray Alien, still. You even took a shot at Gray Alien. You can't even hit somebody 2 foot away from you. Seven people watching, 3 thumbs up. Please give me thumbs up if you guys like watching me. Vaughn did do a video last night, Gray Alien did a video last night showing that Vaughn says that he is going to get the lawyer and get the Frost family for endangering his life. He's in danger to his own life. He's the one that don't pay bills. He's the one that don't work. He sits and collects from welfare for food stamps. He's trying to get a Social Security check that his kids ain't even in the house, but he thinks he should have that check. Them checks go with the kids, not with him. If that's true that you're still supposed to be collecting money after they take your kids out, then they better pay my mother for the 16 years that I wasn't in custody of her, huh? James, you're as stupid as they come, buddy. I hate to tell you. Your kids are even smarter than you. You say your kids are straight A's, that's because they're not in your house learning from you. They were learning from you, they'd be straight F's. F stands for failure, not fantastic. You're going to sue the lawyer? Please try. Please. We're all going to laugh our asses when we watch you move. I will be sitting at the church filming every bit of it, James Von Hilton, or as we all know, Stinky. I can't wait till it happens. You made a big mistake, Stinky. You use that Frost name again. We have nothing to do with nothing no more. I don't. Jim and Millie don't. Nobody. You now will face the lawyer. Not the Frost, the lawyer. The estate lawyer. You say you legally have the rights to have that money come into your house? Well, legally, your ex-wife has the rights to have the money sent to her house too, then, right? Because they're her kids too. Or are you going to say she's mentally handicapped and she can't take care of the kids, so she shouldn't receive the money? Well, guess what? You're mentally handicapped and retarded, so you shouldn't get the money neither. Come on, James. Wake up, smell some fucking coffee, buddy. Because your world is now collapsing. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for it to happen. Because I will be there to film you leaving. If I was you, I'd load that truck up and get out of there as fast as I could. Because you literally might be moving without the truck. That truck is not in your name. That truck is still in your mother's name. So it still belongs to the estate. Do you understand that? That truck is not in your name. I don't care if the plates and tags are in your name. The insurance ain't. The title's not. I'm glad to see 12 of these on here. Give me some thumbs up if you guys like seeing me in the mornings. I did one yesterday and I found out Miss Parker was live, so I kind of got off. I don't like to interrupt anybody else on there because they definitely tell you guys a lot more stuff than I know because I don't know much. I'm only a little sixth grader. But Vaughn, Stinky, you know how you're blaming all these people for calling children's services on you? None of them have. I can tell you who's been calling CSB every single time. Me. Me. You want a piece of me? Come and get me. Come over here and play with me, little boy. Because I don't play. I'm not a player. I've never been a player. And you should know that. How many times have you ran from me? Do you want to play with the big grizzly bear? Come on. Yeah, well, that's being respect, Toby. That's the way I look at it. That's respect to anybody else that's live, because, I mean, her lives are definitely more interesting than mine. All I do is talk about me, or I talk about Stinky, or something that's happening around here, or something that's happening out in the YouTube, like us losing Grumpy the other day. Yeah, but he says he took real estate law, people. Has any of you seen the paperwork? I want to see the paperwork that says he graduated from that. Anybody can do 2 years of anything, but don't mean you got that piece of paper saying you're certified. Show me a certified paper saying that he is legally able to do that kind of stuff, and we won't never see that paperwork. My son will be able to show him any paperwork he wants to see as soon as he gets done graduating out of college. Because my sons will be hanging on the wall with the signatures. My son will be going to that job because there's over 300 companies right now trying to get my son to join their company the day he graduates. James, if you got a degree in something, why ain't you working that job? That's good money. Oh, I forgot. You're allergic to green money. The only thing you like are little copper pennies. That's why in 2024, we're putting your face on the brand new pennies for 2024. Because you're penniless. So I thought the pennies would look real good with your face on it, Stinky. Did you hear what I said 10 minutes ago, Stinky? I called CBS. I called Children's Services on you. Do something. A dirty house is a good reason to lose your kids. Not feeding your kids proper is a good reason to lose your kids. Locking your kids in their bedroom and letting them play in their own shit, that is a good reason to lose your kids. Telling the school that you don't have to take your kids to the hospital, that it's their responsibility. When your kids are at the school and they get sick, that it's the principal's responsibility to take your kids to the hospital. You're as retarded as they come, because there is no other person taking my kid to that hospital but me. James, you know nothing about parenting. Nothing. Your parenting is locking them in their bedrooms, playing with your fucking horse vaginas while they're playing in their shit. That's a good father, buddy. It really is. Hell, you can't even teach any of your kids to take the garbage out because you don't take garbage out. Look at your house. We can tell. If it goes out to the back porch until the dogs drags it all through the yard. And then your mom's paying somebody $100 to pick up the garbage out of the yard. Then she's paying somebody $100 to cut the damn grass. And you want to know why your mom left you no money, why your mom fucking did you the way she did. James, look at the way you did your mother. You're too lazy to take her garbage out. You're too lazy to cook a real meal. You just get the TV dinners out of there and throw them in the microwave for 2 minutes. When have you spent more than 5 minutes with your mother talking a regular conversation, not about money, not about the frost, none about Vaughn Hilton? I've been watching videos for 2 fucking years of you going in there and giving your mom her meds and feeding her. There's not one video, not one, that says, I love you, Mom. I'll talk to you later. Prove me wrong, Mr. Stinky. Because I got proof. Yeah, he was always too busy to stop and visit his mom, Toby. He'd run in, throw her pills, throw her TV dinner, and most of the time left, made her get her TV dinner out of the microwave herself. Which I didn't complain because she did need to get up. She did need to exercise. I didn't want her being sat in that chair all day, all night. She had to stretch them legs out. I got a video right now, Vaughn, that you called your mother a bitch. I'm going to tell you, you're lucky I wasn't in the house when you said it because I would have plastered your face. You ever seen the movie Beauty and the Beast? You would have looked like the Beast when I got done with you. Because I do not let nobody disrespect their mother, and I don't care who you are. Your mother brought you on this earth. Your mother put up with your ass 9 months in her belly. And that's the way you pay her back? James, I wouldn't have left you a fucking penny. So you better appreciate that $250 a month that you get, because I sure wouldn't have left it. Your daddy was rich, James. First you say you got the $2 million and you went out and spent all of it on gas going through Kentucky to go see your kids. You're full of shit, James. Your kids have never left the Corbin, London, or Williamsburg area, which is all within a 3-hour drive. You know, these people can't look up a lot of stuff. They don't know how to. Well, guess what? I do know. I know because I was talking to the foster parents. I was talking to children's services. I was talking to the judges. I know it all, James. Remember, I'm the one paying them. Why do you think the judge just got a brand new house? And now you're going to go ahead that 5 years later, you're going to say, I stole your dad's inheritance money? No, it wasn't your dad's inheritance money. It was your dad's burial money. That your mom took the money out of her own bank account and paid for your dad to be buried. And she forgot to turn in the life insurance policy. And I did turn it in, James. I did get your dad's life insurance policy, James. And it was put in your mom's bank account and spent on what your mother needed, not what your retarded ass, stinky ass wanted. Because we know what you would have did with it. Your mom spent it the way she wants to. It was her money. That was money that was supposed to last her to the end of time, her time. And I made sure it did. Why did you lose power of attorney, James? Would you like to see the telephone bill? I can show you why. Would you like to see the letter I got from AARP? Because I got that still, James. See, you have proof of nothing. I got proof of everything. You know, this is what I really think should happen, James. I literally think the judge should say, I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of the Frost saying you did this, you did that. I'm tired of you saying the Frost did this and they did that. They should just take one of the Frost and take your punk stinky ass, take us to the park, and let us solve our own problems family wise. Since I'm the oldest around your age, it's me and you, buddy. You ready? I got $1,000 that says you don't make it out of round one. Would you like to see the cash? I could show it to you, buddy. You know something? I just got another thing. I just added another 1,000. I got $2,000 that says you do not make it out of the first round. You're going to be lucky to make it the first minute of the round, James. You want to play with the grizzly bears? Come and get this grizzly bear. You say we stole guns out of your house. I got the guy that says that you sold them to him. And he will be live here pretty shortly. The man that bought the tractor, James, he's still alive. He will tell you the story. Frank, I didn't see most of it. I will look around and see if I can find it again. I just kind of glimpsed over. I've seen the one Gray Alien did. And I just wanted to respond to Gray Alien's one. Thank you, Gray Alien. Because he just posted that Von Hilton Stinky is going to file charges against the estate lawyer. And he's going to file charges against the Frost. Well, guess what, James? Stinky, the Frost are already out of it. We released all paperwork about 3 months ago now, buddy. Now it's all the lawyer. You're fighting lawyers and judges now, not the Frost. Any video Vaughn puts out will automatically be sent to the lawyer. Them lawyers are seeing everything. So are the judges. He brought it in where he could start showing videos of shit that I'm posting and what I'm doing. Well, it's time to show the judges everything he's doing and everything he says. Yeah, I am challenging Vaughn. I got $2,000. It says he don't make it through the first round. Yeah, you know, he's supposed to know everything. He didn't even know how he was going to bury his mother. He was trying to get you guys all to give him $7,000 to bury her, and it didn't even cost $7,000. I know because I'm the one that paid it. I paid it. The funny thing about it, he went and was on the phone talking to somebody for a few minutes or a half hour while we were all sitting there. And I kept telling everybody, it's paid for. I paid for it yesterday. It's all paid for. There's no way he's on there with that fucking funeral home trying to arrange payments because it was paid for. While he was doing his live video, they were laying her flowers on her coffin. I know. I was in touch with the flower company. I was in touch with the funeral home, James. Nobody can pay it but you, James. As you all know, that was a lie. Because he didn't pay one penny. His mom's account was paid for. His mommy had money set aside to pay it. She got Big Irvy's life insurance policy. There's money put away to make sure she was buried properly the right way. Because if it was Vaughn, people, she'd still be sitting in the funeral home, or they would have cremated her, and he wouldn't have gave them a red penny. And that's the way I really feel about it. Miss Alice did not want to be cremated. She wanted to be buried. A long time ago, 8, 10 years ago, she said she wanted to be married next to her husband in Hamilton. And then one of her best friends died and asked her if she could be up on the top of her hill when she died. And Miss Alice said yes, and that's where they buried her. Her husband ended up dying, and Alice let Sprout be buried next to little Alice. And then Miss Alice looked at me and the Frost family themselves, Uncle Jim, and said, I want to be buried up there next to little Alice. And that is where she was laid to rest, up there by little Alice. James, you didn't know what was going on. You didn't even know how to have your mom get buried. He was trying to use his power where he could not. He wanted nobody to go visit her at the hospital. But I told him exactly who I was. He was the power of her medical. I'm power of attorney. My power was over his. He don't understand that. My power as power of attorney was more powerful than what all he had to do. All he had to do was make sure she took her pills every day and that she was getting food every day. He had to take her to the doctors. Ask the doctor right now. I could do a live chat with the doctor. He'll tell you he ain't seen Vaughn Hilton since the day he threw him out of there. And that's been over 25, 30 years ago. About a year after they all moved down here. Yeah, he says I murdered her by letting her get the shot. People, I don't know if the shot killed her. I personally don't think it did. I literally did not take the needle and stick it in her arm or wherever it was stuck. I didn't go to the doctors and yell, hey, give her the shot, give her the shot, give her the shot. The doctor said at her age, it was smart for us to give her the shot. And I told the doctor, well, you've been taking care of her for 35, 40 years now, Doc. You know what's best. You've been her doctor that long. You know what is best for her. Do what you got to do. And that is what happened. Miss Alice was 92 years old, people. She was tired of life. She was getting tired of her son. She was ready to go home. And that she did. She literally, a week before the accident, told me that her father and her youngest brother came to her house and said it was time for her to come home. And she went home. She was 92. Well, he's going to try to take the lawyer, the estate, to court, saying that we're trying to kill him now because we're giving him a eviction notice to get out of that house. They can't rent that house. He's not taking care of it. He's not keeping the bills up. That's money that the state is losing. I know I sure wouldn't want $1,000 going to waste every single month. Because I know they can get it 700 a month out of Alice's trailer. And if Vaughn's trailer was any cleaner or decent, we could at least get 3 a month from it. That's $1,000 a month just from that property. Well, I don't think the Mountain Dew is going to pay them off. They're not Mountain Dew drinkers. They're Coca-Cola drinkers. Yeah, they'll remove Vaughn's trailer completely off the land and ran Alice's house out. Exactly. Thank you, old weather guy. Yeah, please give me thumbs up. I got 26 people and only 12 likes. I know I ain't got that many trolls. And I ain't even seen my 2 trolls say anything yet, so give me some thumbs up, people, if you like seeing Larry in the morning, even though I'm ugly and all that. Got fucking looks like a fucking black eyes on me. Good morning. Good job. Todd's a lurking. I believe he is. Yes, he does, Jack. You're right. The lawyer has a responsibility. He can go either way. He can try to get the properties all livable and keep them all rented, or just sell all the property, put it all in one big old trust fund, and let it sit there until them kids turn 21. I am doing okay. Little stuffy nose. Got me on a bunch of new meds. Good news, the Family Dollar in Manchester ain't out of barbecue squares anymore. Well, Toby, I don't even know how you know that because, hell, I ain't been to Manchester in about 2-3 months now. Now that we got a dollar store right here in Oneida, we don't even have to go to Manchester. Yeah, he gonna be living under a bridge. You got that right, Jay. That, or he's gonna have to go to Manchester and try to get into a homeless shelter. I mean, that's the only thing he can do. That's what I'm waiting for, Jay. I agree. The more he runs his mouth, the faster he's going to get that eviction notice. Yeah, I mean, people, he's totally nuts. We all know that, okay? I mean, what else to say? He is right. He is definitely not a Frost. Because we're caring, understanding, lovable people that will help anybody that needs help. And that comes from every one of us except Vaughn Hilton. And that's why he is not being claimed in the family tree. That is why none of us likes him. He worries and thinks about one thing only, himself. and wearing a shirt for 107 days. He don't even take care of himself. So how in the hell does he expect to take care of 3 kids? Oh, I forgot. They're not kids no more. They're teenagers. They can now clean his house for him. Yeah, Ohio is getting some cold weather moving your way. So are we. They say it's going to be a bad winter this year. So if he's sleeping under a bridge, he better make sure he's got a good pile of wood. Or he better find a homeless shelter really quick. Because the way he's starting the rumors and starting running his mouth, he might be out on Christmas. He's a pepper? No, he ain't no prep. Okay. I'll leave that lay, Toby. I can't even tell you what that word is. Unless you try to spell pepper. But please do not put my Dr. Peppers down like that. I am a Dr. Pepper drinker. Toby, he says he has a fallout shelter and survival food. He ain't got neither one. He had where? If he had food, he'd be eating it. He sure ain't storing it out in the woods. He don't even leave the yard. He can't even walk the garbage out to the garbage bin. He's been preparing since 1998. Okay. Yeah, you're right. He's gonna need them toenails to fight the raccoons. He belongs in a state hospital. He really does. You know, I know Jerry was born with a disability, and I'm not going to disrespect Jerry because there are some kids out there that is mentally challenged. But I literally, Jerry, I can tell you, buddy, when you see this, when you turn 18, you're definitely smarter than your father. Right now, you are definitely smarter than your father. And I know in my heart and in my mind that you're going to be a lot smarter than your father would ever think about being. $25 viewers, 18 thumbs up. Come on, people, give me some thumbs up. I want to make sure people are like watching what I'm saying or like hearing what's going on. Mr. Gray Alien, I wish you were on this morning. I don't see you here yet. Appreciate you putting out the video last night saying that about him going to court and that he's going to sue the Frost and he's suing the lawyer for endangering his life or threatening to kill him. Nobody's threatened to kill him. We're just telling him he's going to move off that property because they're losing money. No, Jay, you're right. He lives in the mountains, but he's never hunted. He's never fished. He's never camped out. He has no skills at all. You're right, old weather guy. You're right about Jerry. He could be the next Einstein. People say, oh, no, no, no. You don't know, people. Nobody knows. My son was autistic when he was a little boy. He outgrew it. Well, he outgrew most of it, should I say. My son is now a second year in college, straight A student. Yep, someday, Toby, he is going to see all these videos of his dad. These videos ain't going nowhere. All these videos are still out in the open, even though Vaughn tried to erase a lot of them. Well, people's already got them. You can't erase it off their computers, James. What are you going to say? It wasn't you? I mean, they can see your face. They can see your mouth talking. Yeah, there are people that can do some tricks to things and put other people's words in other people's mouths, but you can tell by your actions, James, it's you. You want to know how people know all about your scams and all your lies, James? Because you tell them all the time. You served the Cold War, James? Ha, ha, ha. James, I don't think you were even born before the Cold War. You sure you didn't live the Depression too, James? I mean, you were in an egg inside your mommy's belly. I think you lived it too, didn't you, James? Well, my viewers are going up, but my thumbs are still staying down there, people. Come on. Okay, Toby, get on here and give me a thumbs up. I know you're watching me. I know you're videoing it for you can post it out there to everybody else and talk about me. Yeah, probably, Jay. Probably. That's if Seckler gets to him before me. Yeah, he knows how to decorate. He puts his hands back behind his ass, catches his shit, and throws it on the wall. It's decorations. He was teaching his kids that, remember? He could be. We don't know that, sweetie. He could become president one day. Nobody knows. Just because he's autistic don't mean shit. He can become whatever he wants. Exactly. I heard something like that, Jay, but I've never heard the story come through the family. It was always through his mouth. And I don't believe a thing he ever says. Yeah, he's definitely going to be more successful than his father. And I think the girls are brilliant young girls. I mean, they only know what you teach them. If you teach them how to clean house, they know how to clean house. You teach them how to wash dishes, they know how to wash dishes. You teach them how to cook, they know how to cook. Yeah, maybe. No one knows yet. All I know is I love that video that Vaughn put out there yesterday saying that he's gonna sue the lawyer. I hope he's got a lot of money because he's gonna need a lot of money to get a lawyer to sue one of the state's best lawyers. Not just the county, the state. You can still do videos in a home, yes. My sister's in a home right now. And she still gets live. She still chats everybody. The only problem is I don't think Stinky could be put in a home because he's not going to listen to the rules. He's going to do whatever the hell he wants. He's king, as he thinks. Well, Toby, you know he's going to threaten everybody. Excuse me. I don't know if he's still sending money or not. Good, good thing, Jay. I agree in a way, but I don't think the neighbors are gonna like it because that neighbor's already put a price down on that house. He literally getting rid of Irvy's trailer, and the way it sounds, he might even be getting rid of Alice's trailer. He's literally talking about putting a home on the property. Next time I go down his street, I'll get a picture of his home. He has a very beautiful home right dead across the street from Alice's. Yeah, it would bring the property value up a lot. It'd bring it up an awful lot if you went up there with the bulldozer and took out a few trees and made a couple landing spots and had homes built all up on the mountains. Then she can just sell them, 1 acre pieces of property with the house on them. They go $130,000 a piece. It matters what you got. Yes, it is city water and septic. Well, I mean, it matters what size house and, where it's at and everything else, Toby. I mean, prices range, from wherever to wherever. I'm right now looking at 2 different pieces of property. It must have been a mansion, Toby. How Miss Alice got her house for a little over $30,000, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath trailer. No, I would not put the rainbow flags on his house. I literally burn it, tear it down, get rid of it. That's a disgrace to them people, and I'm not going to disgrace them people. You know, some people say, well, Larry, how can you be a Christian person and still have friends that are that way? People, God says, do not judge. He's the one that will judge. I let everybody live their own natural life, whatever way you want to live it. I ain't perfect. As y'all know, I'm not perfect. I will pay for my sins and I will answer to Jesus and God when it is my time. And everybody else will too. So I will not disgrace the rainbow flag anywhere near Stinky. Maybe we should have a new flag made. Stinky's house. Do we put a bathtub on it? Or a shower? Something that he's scared of? Water? Richard, I wish. They'd scalp him and have him fucking gone within a day. Especially when they find out he's 165%. Hey, there you go. Get job. You got that right. Maybe a trash can with garbage coming out of it is in a flag. I don't know about no scratch and sniff. I sure in the hell wouldn't want to sniff it, weather guy. His day's coming, people. His day's coming. I'm sorry it's so long, but you know, Kentucky is a very slow state. They're like all in neutral, or they're just trying to learn how to put it in first gear. I don't know. You know, I never knew Kentucky was this slow, but sometimes it helps. Nick, no, you're coming in at the right time. I mean, no one's ever said anything about paying his bills. He's got to pay his own bills. He gets that $250 a month. That is it from the estate. No matter if he's living on the property or not living on the property, he still will get the $250 a month. Now that he said a video yesterday out that gray alien caught, he is now going to sue the Frost, and he's suing the lawyer of the estate, because they said they're going to give him eviction notice to throw him off the property. He says we're endangering his life. I don't see how we're endangering his life. He's too lazy to go to a shelter. Like I said earlier, y'all smart. He'd fucking pack up everything he wants in that little truck and get the hell out of Kentucky and go far, far away from here. Because they might just take the truck. He won't have a truck to drive away with to go to the shelters or go anywhere. They legally can come in there and take that damn truck. Yes, he has trash service, and he has to pay that too. That's with the water bill. He's not drove the truck in over a month. It has not moved, so he must have went to the dollar place and spent the whole $2.50 in food stamps that he gets, bought all the food he can, and now he won't leave the trailer until it's completely gone again. Oh, he's still around there. Great job. Give me a quick second, people. Honey, I need your help. In kind of emergency. I need the laptop plugged in. She is ready to die on me. I don't know what you did with the black cord.
I didn't do nothing with it. Yeah, I told you I didn't do nothing with it.
Oh, I couldn't reach
It's all
it.
fucking tangled up.
Larry's having we're having problems. Please hold. We should not go out. It says my battery's running a little low, so we just need to get plugged in.
Okay.
And I got the queen giving me a helping hand. At least my queen.
Yeah, you say that, but you don't.
I don't mean it. You are my queen.
I didn't say you didn't mean it. I said you don't act like it sometimes.
Well, I know. Sometimes I'm a prick. Sometimes I have to act like a king.
You shouldn't get mad at the one who's trying to help you either.
I know. I'm sorry, my queen. You know, he keeps saying, oh, I want 4 or 5, 6 wives. I want to have a dozen kids.
Well, tell him to have them himself.
He can't keep one wife happy. How's he going to keep 6 wives happy? He can't take care of 3 kids. How's he going to take care of
Daddy,
12 kids?
It's not going to do any good if it's not plugged into the thing.
Well, I got my side plugged in.
Oh, I had to unplug this to get to put the hair dryer in place. If I didn't, then it wouldn't work. Is it plugged in all the way?
It ain't showing me, so it don't matter. As long as you got it plugged in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Baby, whatever happened to my baby wipes? They down there?
Down here. Can't reach them, but they're down here.
I need a couple of them to wipe my hands with.
Do you want more coffee or can I shut it off?
You can shut it off. I think I'm done with coffee. Y'all hopefully still there. I mean, I'm not trying to...
You ready?
I mean, how many of you really think that he's going to get somebody else?
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Do you want it to be heard or not heard?
I don't care who hears me.
Hold, please. Please hold. Please hold. Sorry, people. Just had to have a little talk with the wife. We were talking honestly. I mean, if I knew what she wanted to talk about, I would have just left it on. I mean, it don't make no difference. I don't hide much here. Um, she is just telling me that, we had chili for dinner and we have enough that we can have it tonight or we can drop it in the deep freezer and save it for next week. And I told her it's her choice. We can have chili again tonight or we can just wait until next week. Nick, the 250 don't even pay his light bill. As far as I know, he's not working on nothing in the shed. Be smart, he'd be getting on the computer, learning how to kill a squirrel and go out there and clean it and gut it and cook it. He better get used to doing something that he's gonna have to learn. I don't go over there, Toby. I go by once in a great while to go to Jim's house, but I'm surprised Toby or Todd ain't on here yet. Or Nate. Nate, I don't know what happened to you. I mean, I finally put a shirt on one day and you never came back and ain't seen you since. Yeah, like Home Alone. Yeah. My wife loves that movie, but she's got a few of them that she likes. There's some that come on, and she says if it comes on in the middle of the night, wake her up. She wants to watch them. Even though I won't. Don't tell her that, but I won't. I love you, honey. Why is it when I want you to hear something you can't, but when I don't want you to hear it, you do? Go ahead and ask me, Toby. I won't get mad. Go ahead and ask. In his video yesterday, no, no, I have never beat two women to death. And I never seen that in that video yesterday. No. Nope. I have never beaten no women to death. I've never beat on a woman.
Don't give him no ideas, people.
I don't know, Nick. I didn't grow up around him. I could not tell you. To me, I wouldn't hit a woman. I think, let me take that back. I think, well, nowadays, I wouldn't hit a woman. Back in the older days, maybe when I'm in my mid-20s, if that girl is bad enough to come up and hit me and draw blood and then hit me again, she, from reflexes, she might get hit back. Might. I didn't say would. She might. Because I'm one of these kind of guys, when I start bleeding and I taste my own blood, I'm not responsible for anything else after that. It's like a wounded animal. Some women do like that pork chop, but I'm just not that kind of man to do it. I think they should, every one of them should be treated like their queen. And they are a queen of a castle if you help them and make them your queen of the castle. Hello, Maggie. Hey, now we're catching up. 27 viewers, 27 likes. Well, and that's why I like to get on, Toby. I like to get on and I hear stuff. I hear people posting videos and I go watch some videos. I'm not going to lie, I watch them. If someone says something bad of me or good of me, I see that. And then I'll get back on my own live channel and I'll say what I got to say. But he won't go live with me. Every time we've tried to go live, me and Secular Opinion tried to set it up 2 or 3 times where he'd go live with me. He wouldn't do it. And now he says we can't do it because of the courts. I've never heard that. That judge never told him that. That judge never told me that. So that's another lie, people. The only thing that judge told me is I'm not allowed to post any videos from the 2 security cameras that I have in Miss Alice's house. That is it. They didn't say we couldn't go live with each other. And when he says that, he's lying. He's not he's lying because he's scared. He knows. He can run his mouth to all you guys out there. You guys got a rough guess of where he lives. I know exactly where he lives. It's not hard for me to call one of the neighbors and tell that neighbor every time he walks out of that house, call me. They see the truck going down the road. He has to go one way or the other. And I know people on both sides. Oh, his gods told him not to have contact with me. Do y'all know why his gods say not to have contact with me? Because my God can strike his God down. There is only one true God, people. And everybody has different beliefs. You believe yours, I believe mine. And no fighting, no arguing. That's just how it goes. You believe what you believe, I believe what I believe. And my God's first commandment is you shall not worship no other gods. So he literally says there's other gods out there. That's right. But there's only one true God. Well, he sure runs from me, pork chop. Yep, he runs from me. Because I think he knows what would happen to him. He can say whatever he is or whatever he does or whatever. He's a loner. Anybody that knows him don't like him. Because he's usually running his mouth about something or doing something, and just, it's bad. How we doing, life? Good morning. Just Larry on here this morning talking about Stinky, and Stinky saying he's gonna sue the Frost for endangering his life. He's gonna sue the estate of Alice Hilton for the threatening of his life. Yeah, he's definitely a joke, Maggie. Am I saying it right? Or would you just rather me call you Dow? 27 viewers, 29 thumbs up, so I'm losing a couple people. It must be Todd. I already got enough on me, so he's going over to start his own stream. Last time I did that, he did that too. And I noticed I only got like 50 or 60 viewers that day, and I went over and started watching him where he recorded me, and he had almost 250 people in there watching him. So, It must be just his name. People know exactly who he is, and them are all his followers, and these and this, and you know. Like I said, I'm Larry. I'm just learning. I think this is my third week. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was saying it right. And I wasn't pronouncing it wrong. I mean, I'm only a sixth grader. I could barely read them words. I know this, that, and money. That's all I care about. And my name. I know how to spell my name. He already has, I heard, Todd. Or I mean Toby. I ain't seen nothing yet because I think if he says something about Grumpy, he's gonna get a few people fired up. And I'm not just talking me. I mean, he's gonna get a lot of people fired up. Well, he can't hit little 3-foot gray aliens, so he didn't learn too good. Because I'm going to tell you, anything I shoot at is dropping dead on the spot. It ain't running away, it's dropping dead on the spot. People, I need to go to a whiteout for a minute. If you've seen some of my shows, y'all know what a whiteout is. I am still here. I can still see your messages. I am just going to roll over, and we don't need no full moons on my video. So I'm going to roll over and get comfortable and be right back. Welcome to the whiteout. That right hip is killing me. Any of y'all watch Catfish? Me and the wife sits here and watches Catfish a lot. I don't know, honey. I might have chili for lunch. I don't know how much you put away or whatever. Gotta remember, we did without chili for 6 months, so. It's like I can't wait till we have meatloaf again. Sorry, y'all.
What?
I said I might even have chili for lunch. Yeah, that could happen there, Lawrence. Or wait a minute, who? Someone said. I'm sorry. I glanced down. I seen Lawrence, and I just said, "Hi, Lawrence." He says he learned how to shoot from the. I've been there. Toby Mike. He mentioned him in.
Luxury hair repair doesn't have to cost $50. This Pro Vitamin formula repairs by building new bonds. For softness and
Yeah, I hope that moon never falls apart and falls out. Good morning, Lawrence. As you all know, Larry just had a whiteout. I had to roll over and stretch my body and get off that right hip and put a pillow up in there. Y'all want me to go live? I gotta rotate that right hip a lot.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can.
Honey, Mr. Pluto, the dog, wants to know what my wife's name is because he keeps hearing the wife. He says I should be calling you. For one, Mr. Pluto, the dog, I don't call her by her name because she does not like to be called by her name when it comes out of my mouth. Now, when if you guys were talking to her, you can use her real name. But me, I use her real name. I could lose lunch and dinner tonight, and I don't like to lose lunch or dinner. Okay? My kids are not allowed to call their mother by their name, her name. It's mom or, mommy or whatever, however. We don't use my wife's real name. Honey, plug your ears for a minute. Her real name is the fourth month of the year. Put it that way.
I'm a summer baby.
Oh, I love chili. This is the first day we've made chili in 6 months. We only make it in the winter.
You can tell her my name.
Her name is April. No, Toby. Her name is not October. January, February, March, April. Yes, dear.
If they wanted to, they could call me 8. If they want.
Her name's April, people. She ain't my calendar girl. She's my queen. No. Pork chop. I'm not going to lose my pork chops. I want food. My wife is the cook. Have you ever said be nice to the cook before? That cook can poison you anytime.
I ain't gonna poison you, honey.
I call my wife what she is, the wife, the queen. Some people might have their wives named October. That's fine. I mean, you can name your kids anything you want. My first 2 boys' names come out of the Bible. My third son was named after me. My fourth son is named after my grandfather. Oh, your wife's name's October. Okay. Mine's April. You had deer chili last night. That sounds good. I have no deer to put in mine right at the moment. A lot of people cook it a lot of different ways. I mean, some people cook it with green peppers and onions and mushrooms. And I mean, you could literally almost put anything in chili. You can almost put anything in any food. Matters what your taste buds are like.
Wow. She never told me nothing about that. I didn't even know she was pregnant. Dealt with clearly she's dealing with a guy. I'm assuming. Like I had no idea. If I am talking to this Jada, it makes sense on why when I do call or something like that, or if she say, "Oh, I can't talk right now. I'm busy." Maybe that's her way of kind of like hiding that she has a kid. Like she don't want to tell me. I don't know. I'm just thinking because this is crazy.
Clearly, she has a son, and if this is the Jada that you are talking
Yeah,
to,
probably.
why does her Instagram not also reflect the fact that she has a kid?
I don't know.
Well, the other possibility.
26 viewers. Who else is live? Somebody else live? I mean, I'm starting to lose viewers.
That Instagram account. Jada doesn't seem to be a shy, private person. She shares a lot on her Facebook pages, so it makes me feel like maybe
Your dog, Vanna. Yep.
None of this is adding up.
Well, we messaged each of the Jada pages, but we haven't heard anything back from them. The only other option we haven't really pursued is messaging the friends of one of the Jada profiles.
I have a couple sets of horns laying around here
Okay.
from Venice, or as we all know, the real name Deer.
That looks like the same girl. I was on
But the one you all seen in the video that Stinky put out there with the deer head in his mother's house, that does come to me when we finally clean the house out. Because Alice didn't kill it. She didn't do anything for it. The only thing that deer was there for is because she liked it. And my dad did take it off that property.
I'm gonna be really hurt. Like I feel crushed right now.
Pork chop, you tried to block it, but I seen it. Oh yeah, he is, buddy. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, he is. He ran his mouth on the lawyer now. Why is it everybody that's in charge he likes to run their mouth on? When I was in charge, he ran his mouth on me. When little Jim's in charge, he runs his mouth on Jim. Now that the lawyer's taken over and he's in charge of everything, now he's running his mouth on the lawyer. Boy, he's got a big shot coming at him. His real estate law ain't going to help him. That's in Ohio, not Kentucky. That'd be like me taking real estate law in the state of California and coming over to New York and telling them what they can do with their land and how they can do things. It don't work that way. Every state has a different laws. Every state has different rules. I don't care if he is the blood inheritance. If his mommy didn't leave it to him, it didn't get left to him. There's nothing in this world that says you have to leave everything you own to your kids. Now, if she would have died without a will, he probably would have got everything. Thank God Miss Alice is smart enough to put a will out there, wasn't she? Not just one. She had 3 or 4 of them. She changed them every 5 to 10 years. Well, Pork Chop, he's about ready to get eviction notice. The lawyer's already told him. They have understood that they are losing lots of money. Right now, they're losing money every single month without everything gotten rent coming in, everything being fixed up and took care of. I mean, all the renters are about ready to move. I mean, he kind of was right a little bit about that, Jack. I mean, he is the blood heir. So, yeah, if there was no will, he would have got everything. And that's why he keeps telling everybody the will's no good. The will's no good. The will. He's full of shit. His mom's signature is on the will. 2 eyewitnesses on the will. And the lawyer. Once that lawyer signed it, the will was good. James don't understand that. Yeah, he's making couches and lamps like they ain't already been made already. He's making something that's been making people have been making since the 1600s, people. What's he going to do? Steal somebody's design and try to make it his own? Oh, see, he stole it from Seckler. There you go. Now, I think Seckler can get him for that, can he?
Yeah.
I mean, didn't they have that fight back in the 1808s when the Ford was trying to come out with the cars and there was other companies coming out with cars? There is a legal will, exactly. That will is legal. And he keeps saying it's not because his kids' names were not right. They said Hilton. It didn't say Von Hilton. Some reason when the kids were all 3 born, he was so worried about his kids that he couldn't even be there when they were born. He didn't fill out the birth certificates of the kids. The nurse did, helping Andrea. She didn't put Von Hilton. She put Hilton.
One of Jada's Facebook pages, but she has a bunch of different Facebook pages, right?
Yeah, she does. She started them when we were younger and forgot the password and stuff. So
Yeah, he's been grounded with the blowing engine.
But here's the most important question: your sister
Blowing brain.
has J Barbie. Okay, and is she in a relationship?
Yeah.
Is there any chance you could put us in touch with your sister so that we could just confirm that? Or is she
Don't want to get in no trouble? My sponsor today. Welcome to Dr. Pepper. Good to the last drop, just like my Folgers is. Or is that Maxwell House that's good to the last drop? I don't know. I think they're both good to the last drop.
Jada, nice to meet you. You don't have any idea of the entanglement that we are all in with this situation.
28 viewers, 31 thumbs up.
A young woman
If you ain't thumbs up me yet, please give me a thumbs up saying hi to me this morning. I like to have thumbs up. That way everyone sees I'm on here. I'm here talking about Stinky again because he says he is going to put the Frost in jail for saying that we're going to evict him off the property. The Frost has nothing to do with evicting him. We've turned everything over to the judges and the lawyers, and now he deals with the lawyer, the estate lawyer at that.
this is not who she's talking to.
Yeah, absolutely. She deserves it. Absolutely. I hope she gets the closure she needs.
Yeah, thank you, Kai. Right, so now,
Yeah, and that's it. He has no money to fight the long legal battle it would take to get it. He can't even afford a lawyer.
hey, Zay. So this is
Well, if he's going to live under a trailer, it's going to have to be his mommy's trailer because I don't think his trailer is going to be there long enough.
But the Instagram account is not.
Yeah, 2 years of real estate law, exactly.
We wanted you to just be able to talk.
And you telling me something, if I had 2 years of real estate law, I'd be sitting in some office building right now behind a desk making big bucks.
So you had no idea.
I'd be out there making the money. I sure in the hell wouldn't be playing with horse vaginas and foam airplanes. Neither one's giving him any money.
You're in a relationship.
Yes. I married that guy.
Someone obviously took Jada's pictures and her name, and
Hey, Nate, I was talking about you earlier. I was wondering where you were.
Okay. I'm sorry that
Welcome to Larry's show. Not much going on. Same old shit. I'm still bare chested.
just thank you for at least talking to all of us.
Vaughn says he's going to put the Frost in jail now. He's going to put the lawyer of the estate in jail because we're threatening to kill him because he's going to die because we're going to throw him out of that trailer. The lawyer told him he was about ready to give him a eviction notice. Cool. Well, you be careful while you're driving and trying to listen to me and playing with the puppy too. So, yeah, that's it. You know, he could run his mouth on us, Toby. He could do whatever. But when you're talking to a real lawyer, a man who's been a lawyer for over 20 something years, he gonna rack you, buddy. You're gonna be mounted on his wall, Stinky. Like us guys, we like the Frost like to stuff deer and have them put on the wall of our proud. He gonna stick you on his wall.
Daddy.
You're gonna be his trophy. So yeah, you're right, Toby. He's messed with the wrong people.
is it ever?
Nate, I can't do nothing. I'm waiting for the lawyers to do it all. The lawyers control everything. The estate lawyer controls everything. If you didn't see yesterday, Gray Alien recorded it. Please go back to Gray Alien and watch the recording. He literally said the lawyer called him and said he was going to give him a eviction notice. So now he is threatening to put the lawyer in jail and the Frost family in jail because we're threatening his life.
Did you ever tell Jada what your wife's name was?
No.
Oh, Nate, I'm sending it straight to the lawyer.
Clearly, this is somebody that knows us both.
It was sent straight to the lawyer. As soon as I see it, it's going to the lawyer. The lawyer is watching everything. The estate is watching everything. Anything he's posting, the state's kicking it.
Okay, whatever you prefer. We're waiting in the Zoom with open ears.
What do they mean, don't be mad?
What about the fence sitters? I don't know what you mean by fence sitters because there's no fence anywhere near there except the graveyard's fenced in.
Can you hear us? See a little bit of you there. Take your time.
I can't wait. Come to the camera.
Well, I don't even know what that means. Fence sitting is a felony. I don't even know what fence sitting it means, so I could not tell you. I don't know if it's a felony or misdemeanor or what it is. I don't care. The boy is retarded. He mentally has something wrong with him. I mean, 5 years ago, he said he got his dad's inheritance money. This year, he says that I took his dad's inheritance money. So what happened? 4 years ago, did he get it or did I get it? For one, neither one of us got it because his dad never had $2 million. His daddy was, I'm not going to down respect Big Irvy. Never met the man, but I will not even downmouth him. He does have one thing that little Irvy does not. He had a job all of his life. He supported his wife all of their life and adopted child and Stinky himself. So Big Irvy, I give you gratitude to that as a husband and as a father that you made sure your family had a roof over their head, food in their mouth, and clothing on their back. Something that your son did not make happen with his family, his kids. He would rather someone else take care of his kids than him. He just wants their money. It don't work that way. The money goes with the kids. Okay, so Jack, I probably fit in on both of them then, wouldn't I? I'm both. I am one of his Nate Hayer troll things on him. And I watch everything he does, so I'm definitely a fence sitter. So maybe I am a felon. So what? Come put me in jail for it. Jail don't scare me. Been there, done that. Give me a year vacation, please. Like I said, it's going to cost them more me being in the prison than it would be me outside the prison. Because once they put me in prison, they're going to have to give me a full-time nurse, a full-time doctor, a full-time hospital bed. As of this morning, 13 medicines every morning, and I am taking 7 at night now. No, I don't think they'd let me die, Pork Chop. I have too many family members in the prison. And Uncle Jim's already gave them $10 million to keep everybody that's last name's Frost out of the prison. Remember this Big Buck Jim. They call him Big Bucks because Vaughn Hilton says he stole over $25 million. James, why don't we just jump it up a little bit more, Stinky? Why don't we give the real much money? He stole $100 million from your mama. $100 million, James. You ain't even in the ballpark at $25 million. How do you think the Frost bought the mints? How come you think I'm paying everybody off with the 2023 pennies? With the snowman on them? Because we own the mints. It's all coming out now. You got it, Pork Chop.
Concept of how that would work.
She was pretty attractive. I knew that.
Nate, I can only do what the people are going to let me do. What do you want me to do? Grab them by the head of the hair and drag them on here?
What do you mean when you say what you want to do?
When they say they're sick and they can't do something, or they're busy doing this or they're doing that. I mean, look at the first interview. I wanted to go to the main source, the ex-wife. She's sick. Then she don't want to go live because she's getting ready to get married. Then she's moving to Kentucky. Then she's doing this. Now she's doing that. She don't know what she's doing. She's all confused. She's still a young girl on a bunch of meds and don't know what she's doing in her life yet. Vaughn Hilton screwed her brain up royally.
So, have you been on the show before?
Yes, I have.
You catfished Khaleesi, right? Explain that. Tell me what happened again.
I was basically catfishing her because she was going through like a hard time with her boyfriend.
On Max.
Takeda, I'm not a liar. Like, I'm really not. I just did it because
I will be talking to him shortly.
at that moment.
Clearly, this is a pattern that you have formed.
My mattress is made out of $100 bills.
Past 9 months.
I just had to put a sheet over it for you guys don't see them.
You trying to be a friend and creating this profile to encourage Zay to make a good decision, to you guys flirting and talking about
Yeah, they get confused sometimes. So do us men's.
Something I really have to tell you, but
Man gets confused a lot too.
you know how to say it.
So tell us, please. It'll only help better understand.
It's just the human race.
That's weighing you down off your chest.
Me and Zay stuck together, and she knows it's true.
What? Then I told you that was a mistake. I don't want to bring that up.
Is it really a mistake?
Hey, what the is right? Is that true?
I mean, like, as far as with Makeda, that, like, I didn't really want that out. Like,
I'm live everywhere right now, Nate.
3 months ago, though.
I don't care. I want to be live everywhere.
I slept with her as well. 2 days after.
I have nothing to hide from nobody.
This does not look like a
I'm Stinky's cousin.
Everything I sell is quality.
I'm here to tell the truth about Stinky and what I know.
I remember this for a long time.
Stinky likes to use my name and call me out when he says Frost. No matter if he's talking about Little Jim, Ronnie Ray, or any other one of the Frost. You say Frost and I'm involved. When he's going to talk about me or my family, I will front him on it. But as you all know, he won't go live with me. He just goes on there with J-Dubs and they talk shit. I personally don't think he would kick me with his toenails. Because let's be very open and honest about that pork chop. I know where his weaknesses are. To you? You want a helping hand? I can tell you. That leg. That bad leg. That's a weak point.
Congratulations, Dad.
All right. No matter who you get your degree for, Southern New Hampshire University can help you get it done. With low online tuition and multiple term starts.
He probably can't reach down there to cut him, pork chop. And he ain't got a wife to help him. He won't go see a doctor for he can get some help to have them done. He's not seen a doctor in over 30-something years, people.
sell it directly to Open Door, and we'll help you buy your next one. Oh, get your free
I'm losing my viewers. 29 viewers, 36 thumbs up. At least I did get 36 people today. That's good.
It's an instant lash extension effect.
It don't break my record, but for being on a Thursday afternoon, it's pretty good.
CoverGirl.
One Bounty versus two of the leading ordinary brands. One sheet of Bounty absorbs more than two sheets of theirs.
I want to thank Gray Alien again for doing some posts about the video from yesterday because I was waiting to see what happened at court. Which $5 says he never even left his house to go to the court. That he probably just did it on a live video chat thing. Yeah, Nate, you've been asking for that since the first day I started. I will repeat this. I'm an old man. I cannot do 24/7s no more. Kinda kick that. I cannot do no 24s no more. If I get a co-host, maybe me and the co-host will figure something out. Who knows? I don't know how far this... Guys, I could shut this thing off today and never get back on. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what one day to the next is going to be. God could call me home today. Nobody knows. I'm just going to live one day at a time, be happy with my life, and go on with life. And watch my boys grow up and make me a grandpa again and again and again and again until my Heavenly Father is ready for me to come home and He's going to come and take me. Nate, you're trying to become my co-host, and you and Todd are like my biggest two trolls. You're always on here trying to bust that bubble. Yeah, I got it, Pork Chop. I seen that. So you know you're not my co-host. You're one of my trollers. Love you though. I mean, and like I said, I love you. I love every one of you. I mean, like, nobody knows who's going to get on, who's not going to get on, who's doing what, anything. We all just do what we want, and if someone's on, they're on. If they're not, they're not. You're my... No, I don't know about that. Well, yeah, because little Jim don't watch. I don't think I got Mr. Donald Trump or none of them big boys watching. Have I ever seen a UFO? No. Usually everything I seen in the sky, I knew what it was. I knew it was the Goodyear blimp. I knew it was an airplane. I knew it's a helicopter. I know they're birds. Do I believe in UFOs? Could be. I don't know. It's a possibility. Show me an alien, and then I could probably tell you different, you know. No, I've never seen a goat man. But is he like Bigfoot? Because we did have that conversation before. Go back to one of my old videos and you'll hear it. Do I believe in Bigfoot? Good possibility. But what do you call a Bigfoot? Because everyone says he's built like a man. He's real tall. He's real hairy. People, you put somebody out in the woods where they don't know what a razor is and they don't shave and they don't cut their hair, you probably could get really damn hairy.
You did that, and I told you what it was when we did sleep together. Like you knew what it was, so I'm confused as to how I broke your heart when we agreed on something. not speak about it again.
All right, so look, let me just get this straight. So
I mean, literally, if I would not have had my heart surgery, my chest, my back, and everything would be full of hair. My beard would probably be touching the belly button by now. It was almost there before they cut it.
Today, I mean, I hope that we see what can.
My wife cried when they cut it.
Like, I didn't mean to hurt Zay. I didn't mean to hurt you.
But you did.
Hell, she used to play with it and curl it and braid it and
You did. And I hope you know that. Like, you're the one
pull on it
that
when she wanted something.
You're the one that slept with my spouse behind my back.
She was mad when it got cut off.
Just like riding a horse.
Not you or any other broad. It's me.
I'm not going to say that, dear.
No, you're not.
And if
And I
you
don't want
don't,
to
you know I am. And if you don't want to, if y'all don't want to be friends, it's fine for me. Like, I'm done. I don't.
Well, I mean, I've had with them and had without them, so.
okay, so I guess
And I kind of like them. I mean, I'd like to. I've seen ZZ Tops. I thought them were pretty cool. I was like, man, I'd like to grow it like that once. And I've been trying since.
strategy here pretty much always ends with someone getting hurt.
Right.
I hope this is the last time. But at least you showed up and we cleared this up as best we could. And we
You know, I'm upset, a little hurt from, the deaths that's went on for us YouTubers. We lost Grumpy Lobster on the 4th of October. And we also lost Loretta Lynn.
regardless of what happened.
And I think most of you know who Loretta Lynn is.
Try to do as best as I can.
I don't, honestly, I don't want to hear sorry.
I can imagine the songs that she is singing right now, and Grampy Lobster sitting there listening to her.
It's fair. At this point, I'm like over it. Are you done with this man?
There were a lot of good female singers, country music, but she wrote her own, she sung her own, and she was telling the true stories of her own life. That's what made most of her music interesting.
All of the truth, and everybody got to say their piece and speak about all the situations. I do feel better. I'm sad just because I see how it.
Her husband helped her a lot too, guys. I mean, not literally writing it, but he's the one that was cheating on her. He's the one that, you know what I mean? He's
finally clear up this mess.
that bad old husband helped her become a star.
You too, guys. Peace. Thank you. Bye, guys.
They are both truly going to be missed. My wife heard about it and she started crying too. And I told her, we just got to realize it. They went home. No. Her personality would throw it completely off. Her attitude about life would throw it off. The way she treated her kids would have threw it off.
Hi, I'm Neve, and this is my filmmaker buddy Max. Last year, we traveled across the country figuring out the truth behind online romances. I'm ready to come meet you. Do you think you're really ready? I'm definitely ready. Along the way, we opened doors to some big surprises. We made a few love connections.
So your answer to it, Nate? No.
Suddenly, the idea of catfishing, hiding who you really are to hook someone into an online
I think the first 10 minutes on our date, I would realize who she is and how she is, and that date would be over and I'm gone. Wouldn't be no wham bam, thank you, ma'am, that night or nothing, buddy. I'd be gone within probably the 10, 15 minutes of talking to her.
Will hope become love? Or is love in for a giant shock? You can be sure that Max and I find out all the answers. Because sometimes a little bit of fiction This curveball leads to a
And personally, if you can't get past the wham bam thank you ma'am the first night, then you're definitely in trouble. There's no way. Because when I was a teenager and growing up, and I'd literally anything and everything almost.
just to give you a view of
She is doing real well.
so many catfish just swimming around up there. Can you see them? All right.
Complaining a little bit, she's gained weight, but I like that.
I'm 27 and live in Pensacola, Florida. I am in desperate need of your assistance. I met this girl named
She
Caroline.
kept telling me when we first started dating, oh, I wish I had a bigger butt. My butt's so skinny. I wish this, I wish that. Well, as years went on, them parts that she was complaining about became perfect. Now she's complaining that they're perfect.
I've tried everything in my power to meet this girl and nothing seems to work.
Yeah, we watch that blood sugar constantly, promise.
I've also tried on multiple occasions to video chat with her. Her camera is broken or covered. She claims that it's all anxiety-driven problems.
That is a daily 4-time, 5-time day things.
Hold on. The story gets deeper too. She's supposedly in the middle of being treated
8,
for colon
1, 6,
cancer. Harder.
and 10 p.m. are the 4 sugar shots.
I've tried the image search tricks that I learned from the show and researched on my own, and nothing I've done seems to work.
And if she's doing dishes, she'll start dropping low. She'll have to drink something or eat something to bring it back up.
Caroline is the perfect person for me. I feel like
And I don't have one of these women that sits down in a chair and just watches TV all day or gets on the computer all day and does nothing. My woman's in there cleaning house, doing dishes, making dinner, taking care of the kids, doing laundry. She's always got to be doing something.
she is the girl who she says she is, and even if she is dealing with colon
I
cancer,
mean, there's sometimes I have to turn the TV on a station that I know that she'd watch that movie. And I'll literally turn it halfway up for she knows it's on to drag her in here, to make her sit down and watch a movie with me. Even though I don't want to watch it,
who do you live with?
I want to spend time with her. So, I mean,
Very nice. I think I saw a little bit of your art on your Fufu icon.
people could say that's wrong, but hey, it works.
Just explain to us. So you met Caroline on a dating website? So when
If it works, don't fuck with it. Just keep using it.
why did you guys hit it off? What was it about her?
A lot of people say, Larry, how you guys been together so many years? The best way to stay together, when you guys get into an argument, just look at him or her and say, yes, dear. And let it go. Yes, dear. It works. We have been together 20 years, so it works. Well, I got to do say you are kind of my trolling, Nate, because the last 8 questions all came from you. So don't leave me. Don't give up on me. Talk to me. Keep me going. 27 people watching, 37 likes. If you ain't liked me today, please like me. That way I know how many viewers I get per day. The more viewers, the better for me.
I'm ready to do whatever I can to help.
As you all see, I have no co-host. I have no sponsors. I do not collect money. I just get out here and talk a little shit about some guy named Stinky who wears the same shirt for 106 days, who mistreated his whole family, his whole life. I talk a little bit about me. I talk a little bit of bullshit about owning some mints and stealing money and all that. Because if everyone knows, I'm Larry Frost, Von Hilton's cousin, the one that was supposed to steal all the money. Me and Uncle Little Jim and Ronnie. There was no money like that, people. The money she did have, she has been spending it for the last 35, 40 years of living there. Whatever year she moved in there, 93, 95, somewhere. Buying houses, buying properties, paying for her son's lawn care service, paying for her son's food, paying for her son's bills.
All right, well, let's hang out. So you can show us Caroline and bring us up to speed on this relationship. All right. Let's see here. What do we got? Here is Caroline's Facebook.
It's 2 a.m. here. I'm pulling up on the side of the road. Need to keep driving, so can't stick around. Nate, thank you for stopping in. Sorry it's so late, buddy. Like I said, now that I know you're at 2 in the morning, now I can get a good guess on, what side of the world. So now if I post at night, it's your middle of your day.
Has she ever written back? No. Did you explain your situation to her?
Yeah, briefly. I was kind of like, well, hey, I'm friends with you on the other profile.
I can't fool us, Larry. You can't fool us, Larry. Okay, Port Chop. Cool. Where do you go on vacation, Larry?
The one Ariel account.
The men, of course.
And I'm talking to this blank profile of what I think.
Okay, it's Friday morning to you. To me, we are at 12:08 on Thursday. So it's just the noon hour on Thursday. Pork chop, I really don't go on vacations. I mean, I can't afford them. I mean, I worked all my life, didn't really do anything, did what I wanted to do as a young kid and a teenager and the beginning of adult. Then I settled down and started having family, kids. And I really never ever went anywhere. I mean, that's it. Well, come on down here, Nate. You can go shirtless in Clay County. Make sure it's in the spring and summer, though. Right now, you won't want to do it because it's going to start getting cold.
Because I'm still invested in Caroline.
For me, the real question is, what kind of discussions have come up as a result?
I have always said that once I have all my kids grown and gone and they get girlfriends and they get their own places and me and the wife don't have to be here all the time, I'm going to get a little trailer. I'm going to hook it up back behind the 4x4 pickup truck there or the Blazer thing, whatever I got, whatever I own. Hook up a little trailer that we can sleep in, maybe keep some cold food in the refrigerator in it. A little warm trailer that we have heat in it, and just travel across the United States. When it's time to get our pills again, we come home, we grab our pills, grab our money, do whatever we have to do, pay our bills, and then back out of here again. Go somewhere else. Go totally the opposite way.
I love who she is, and I can't break free of.
Well, Nate, it matters how long it takes him to get an eviction notice going to him because what he said to the lawyer, I think he's going to get what he wanted. I literally would not yell at no damn lawyer and saying you ain't going to give me no eviction notice. I'd be like, why am I getting eviction notice? Not yelling at him, telling him he can't. Because he sure can. He controls the land. He controls all the estate. He's the boss. Irvy, Stinky, Von Hilton, whatever the hell you're going by today. You think Little Jim was a prick? You think I was a prick? That we did what we wanted? Well, now you find out what it's really like. You say you took up law in real estate? This man has took up law in the state of Kentucky. He has been in practice for over 20 something years. Repeat that. 20 years. You screwed yourself, buddy. I personally can see them having you gone within 2 months. I think the only thing the judge might feel sorry for little Irvy, Stinky, because it's going to be so close to Christmas. And it's going to be cold out there.
Just like the psychic said. Together. Cool. So Wendy's Biggie Bag is all this food for just $5, and we're not calling it the Reggie Bag.
Oh no,
What is just the Reggie Bush?
definitely not.
The Biggie number $5.
No way.
Reggie Bush.
Like I said, James, if I had anything to do with it, buddy, you wouldn't have got a penny. So, but I couldn't change no wills. I don't change laws. I don't change anything when I was power of attorney. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. Pay your mother's bills. Make sure your mother was took care of. That means making sure there's food in the house, making sure she made it to every single doctor's appointment every 3 months that she went to that you don't know, making sure she got her shot that she needed. James, I think your mother loved me more in 2 years than she ever loved you because of the way you treated her. She literally asked me one day, Larry, where did I go wrong? And I looked at her, I says, well, I don't want to hurt your feelings, honey, but I think you didn't put him over your knee enough. I did something wrong when I was growing up. I got my ass whipped. Sorry if I'm not allowed to cuss on here, but I did. I put my elbows on the table while I'm eating dinner. I got smacked with a butter knife. And there's a bruise on that thing for days.
Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement. Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com.
She loved him because he was her son, but she hated for what he has become. If that kind of makes sense. That's the way I would look at it. Because you got to love your child. Okay, they're your children. You're supposed to love them. But when they grow up and they become a Stinky, I mean, he never did nothing for her. He never helped her. He always disrespected her. Treated her like shit. Like I said, I wouldn't have left him a penny. Not a penny.
Okay, so Mike has seriously bad case of the crazy Caroline.
He should be happy
Meeting him for a year and a half now.
that she didn't take out his 3 kids.
She's struggling with that. She's seen him around that.
His 3 kids got it all.
It would appear that she's local. She even drove by his house in the middle of the night and left him
If I could have changed the will, I think I would have put Glenda's grandkids in there, Glenda's kids in there.
She's got 1 cover photo, 3 profile pictures, and that's it.
I don't care if she was
Look at the other Caroline profile. Okay, so
Aunt Alice's daughter by birth, by simulation or whatever, but she did adopt her. She was her daughter. And that's the way I look at that. So, yeah, I think Glenda's family should have got something too. But Alice left it to Irvy's 3 kids. That was it.
out to this girl. She would know if her friend was going through.
Don't know. I don't get close to him anymore, Pork Chop. I stay away from that boy because I think if I get near that boy one of these times, I'm literally gonna snap and ain't gonna care about life no more.
She could get the picture from anywhere, but if she uploads it, then that will geotag it wherever it was uploaded.
Because I don't like people that disrespect their mother.
On that photo is actually where she lives or spends time.
Your father, that's your own business. Your mother,
Right here.
she gave birth.
That's crazy. This person lives right.
She literally is the one that has took care of you since the time you come out of her
Yes. Well, great.
and gave you them morning bottles and fucking changed your diapers and made sure you wasn't laying in piss and shit all day.
Okay, hey, here's why we're calling. There's a guy named Mike. He met a girl from Plenty of Fish who's using pictures of your friend Caroline, who says she lives in Pensacola and says she currently is going through treatment for cancer.
You know,
Any of
to
that
me, there's a difference when you come to
in regards to your friend Caroline.
mother and fathers.
And did
Fathers could be the person who made you.
Mike, who lives in Florida.
Your dad would be the one who raised you. Some people have a father and dad. Some people don't.
So it is
Some people grew up with neither one.
Caroline Ledford, right? Mike's Caroline is pretending to be this girl. Let's wait to get a call back from Caroline so that we can see her face and record a video to show to
I know Stinky is mad at you. Probably you let him down. I didn't let Robbie, I never let Stinky down.
Let's see. Oh, you got something.
I wasn't here to make Stinky happy.
Caroline, there it is. Hi.
I was here to make sure that my great Aunt Alice
She's not here. Okay, ready?
lives her life out to the fullest of what she wanted in life the rest of her life.
Message back on Facebook. I'd love to explain all this to you. Best way to do that.
He literally did nothing for his mother at all.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Oh, not me, the Christian God. Well,
Wow, it's Caroline.
I don't know that Yahweh, the Christian God, but
A year and a half ago, Mike went on Plenty
I believe in the Holy God
off the website.
and his son Jesus. That's the two.
You don't know a Mike from Pensacola, Florida, do you?
There is no other God in my book.
Mike messaged you.
He sent you a Facebook message.
And you never responded.
I get like random Facebook messages all the time, you know. I never really reply to most of them.
Something that would really help.
Okay, I have no idea, Robbie. I never knew that.
To the camera and talk to him.
Hi Mike. We have never.
I've never known God by his first name, as you would say it, as you're saying it. To me, he's always been God, and he will always be God.
I know a year and a half is a very long time.
Perfect. Yeah, that was really nice.
Thank you, Caroline.
Hey, see y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Mike is going to be pretty shocked when he sees this video. Whoever's behind this stole pictures from the real Caroline's Facebook page. Right. And she's obviously good at pretending.
And I think that is indeed, he's gotten over his head. He's caught in the web. He's a glutton for punishment. Because right now, could be a guy, could be a girl, could be an older woman, younger woman. It could be anybody.
Have you got what it takes?
I think he wants attention, to tell you the truth, Robbie. I just think he's trying to start. I mean, why would you? I mean, honestly, how can somebody be that stupid? I mean, literally stupid. I mean, think of a lot. Robbie, how long you been following him? He's been on for over 15 years. I mean, I know you've seen a lot then, huh? Since like, yeah, 2015. Okay. He's been a few years earlier than that. Dr. Seckler
Prescription savings for the whole family.
opinion.
Another good reason to check GoodRx.
He can probably give you videos before that.
That's from ShareTech. You work hard to hold it all together. You shouldn't have to worry about your tights falling apart. I only wear ShareTech. The world's toughest sheer tights.
I mean, I seen that one. I mean, guys, I took 2 videos over because my cousin, well, we didn't take them over. My cousin, she has, this phone that she can literally go to someone's house and look at the numbers on the back of the box or whatever, get on her phone and transfer what's on her phone into the cable box onto the TV set. And we literally watched one of them that he recorded. Miss Alice started crying. I turned it off. She told me to. Promise, I didn't want to. She told me to. And I did not disrespect her. I do as she wishes. You don't think I didn't try to get him thrown out of that trailer? You don't think I wanted him thrown out of that trailer? I did. Promise, I did. If it'd been up to me, he'd be over here in this piece of shit trailer I'm at. I would have literally threw his trailer away and put a brand new one there, and I would have lived in it right next door to her. Then I wouldn't have to worry about her eating or anything, because I've been 20 feet away from her.
We want to meet up with you. All right, dude. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right. Ready for some answers? Let's go. We wanted to show you a video chat that we had.
Yeah, I got a lot of his little parts and clips that he's missing on that lamp. I could fill the gaps in for you, as we call them. That's why I do these videos, for people to ask me some questions that I might be able to answer. As long as it don't have nothing to do with the filming of anything in her home off the security cameras. Because that is now not pending on me no more. They have dropped it. But she told me that I cannot show no more of them. Do not post none of them at all to nobody. So there was one that accidentally got posted that had James Von Hilton in it. And I got in trouble. But legally, we went through the courts. It's all over with, even though James says he's going to take it to a higher court now. Let him do what he says he's got to do. Get him a lawyer. My lawyer's ready.
So that's what we spent most of last night trying to figure out.
Right. You might not realize it, but any picture you take with your phone is geotagged.
I know what happened at the courthouse. I was in it. He wasn't. He was videoing, chatting it.
Really? I drove over.
We didn't know that she had told you where she's currently living. We couldn't reach that info.
I drove in here and I parked right here. And I'm talking to her on the phone, like, hey, I'm standing right here. Why don't you come outside? And she told me, you might as well go home because I'm not coming out.
You probably met this person.
They clearly know who you are at this point. Who would do that?
30 viewers, 38 thumbs up. If you have not thumbs up my video, please thumbs up. That way I know how many viewers I get today. Because they go in and out. I don't know if anybody else is live on any other chats. Or if it's just me. I'm kind of, if you don't know who I am Stinky's cousin, even though I don't want to admit to it. And I get on here once in a while and put out some stuff that, if you want to know about Stinky, I could fill you in on some of them little gaps.
Chill out for a second.
He says Uncle Jim split his mom and dad up. No, that is not what happened. They split up for insurance purposes, money purposes, financial, personal business. To me, we call it scamming scamming. Instead of them taking all the cash money that them two have saved all their lives, they got a divorce. Everything was put over into Alice's name because that's who it mostly all was anyways. And his medical insurance covered all his bills. If his medical insurance wasn't going to cover the bills, then Miss Alice had to. You see what I mean? So to save money, they divorced each other, and now Miss Alice didn't have to pay it no more. He's paying his own, so his insurance company covered it all. Stinky, if you're going to put a story out there, put the right one. I think the funniest video I've seen so far is the one that his mother was in. They were at his house with the pizza box. She literally looked down at it and said that it was nasty, and I ain't going to say what was crawling all over it. She's like, that is why they took your kids from here. No, it's not. No, it's not. And she walks out. Fuck you, bitch. Then he literally reads the mail from today that's on his desk from Children's Services saying what? How dirty the house was. How nasty the house was. James, people wouldn't have known what your house looked like if you didn't read it on the goddamn YouTube station. Hello? That's what I'm saying, people. He's got to be retarded. I mean, he literally tells you guys stuff and then yells at you when you say something about it.
Whether you're looking to buy something on the small side or the medium side, or wow, that's really big. Zillow Home Loans can get you the mortgage you need, so you can get the home you want. For financing made simple, there's no place like Zillow.
Hell, I don't care. I'm telling all the stories. They're both gone now. It ain't a story, it's the truth. Miss Alice was a very lovable, respectful woman. She lived a long life and she was happy.
Yeah, I miss her.
What her son did to her was definitely wrong. I can't do nothing about it. My God will handle it when he meets the gates.
She's my God, too,
Well, mine and my wife's God.
He's everybody's God.
Well, I know he's everyone's God, but everyone don't believe in the same gods, honey.
Well, they should.
I know they should, but we can't force nobody to believe who we believe who we want. That's period.
You know what? That sucks because I can't make them believe in God.
Honey, I know.
That really sucks.
Well, you know my saying about it. If I'm worshiping the wrong God, then I ain't losing nothing. If I'm worshiping the right God, I know where I'm going. Pearly gates of heaven. And my family will be there waiting on me. Because I believe in the same God that my Aunt Alice and my grandfather and my great-grandfather and my great-grandfather.
We're actually in Pensacola.
Whatever God Stinky worships, that's his God.
Via a video call if you wanted. We're here helping Mike. I would love to be able to tell him your name if it isn't Caroline.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
He did reach out to Caroline Langford on a
Yeah, maybe that's it. I do say a little too much about certain things I shouldn't, but I mean, I'm just tired of him out there lying. I'm tired of him telling people stories.
showed that video to Mike.
You know, Miss Alice still loved her husband to the day he died. They were probably still sleeping together to the day he died. I don't know. I wasn't here. He was gone about 8 months to a year before I moved here.
And close to
Might have been a little bit longer.
still wants to meet you.
All I know is when I moved down here, about a week or two after I moved here, Alice said she needed help. And I was like, well, what do you need help with? And she says that she wants to put me and Ronnie Ray and Uncle Jim and maybe my dad and all of us going down and cleaning out Big Irvy's house and bringing it all down to the barn.
This afternoon. We can meet you at your house.
Because she was thinking about renting the house out for she had more money coming in. There's no reason to having a 4-bedroom brick home sitting down there empty.
I guarantee you'll feel so much better.
And that's when I first,
We'll see you.
knew about Big Irvy stuff.
Well, this is good news to tell Mike. Let's get going. I think they probably know each other. Oh, yeah. And if she told us her name, you'd be dead here.
I tried to buy that piece of property from her.
So,
I know it.
doing a little bit better than yesterday.
We spoke to Caroline. Then I told her, I said, look, he knows you're not that girl. She was a little sort of shocked.
Yeah.
Good news is, assuming she showed
What's
up,
the funniest stinky story you have? Well, I mean,
I'm ready.
you're ready.
I don't know anything about funny and stinky. It all stinks.
Oh, boy.
And then him trying to get you guys to give him $7,000 to bury his mother.
I'm feeling worried at this point.
I think most of you seen all the writing on the side chats. I mean, if you didn't, I'm sorry you didn't. You should have watched it. There was 3 different people out there telling you it's paid for, it's paid for. They might not came up as the last name Frost, but they do. They're still parts of the family tree that ain't under the name Frost. And I'm not going to say their names on here because I don't need Stinky to know who they are. Stinky for down-mouthing the Frost. Do you know you're down-mouthing 98% of this whole county? Because somewhere in that bloodline there is that Frost bloodline. We live in a small town. You just can't literally hide from somebody. I mean, I could literally go up to the carryout, sit down at one of their tables, get me a hot cup of coffee, have them make me an egg biscuit sandwich, and talk to everybody that comes in the store at 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. You could find out what's going to happen all day that day and everything that's happened last week.
Introducing Circulon Steel Shield. The durability of steel with even heat and easy cleanup.
Is Robbie riding a fence?
Warm for life. Shop now at Circulon.com with free shipping.
Just a pea-sized amount of Lumi applied between your butt cheeks like this. I will demonstrate. Just kidding, I won't. Like this. We put Lumi to the test and compared it to a shower. 12 hours
He might be. Who knows?
water, the average crotch has
Robbie, you riding a fence on me?
12 hours after a shower and applying Lumi, and zero
If you are, I want to know, is it wood or is it steel?
but I think it means that Lumi is infinitely more effective than a shower alone. So just take a shower.
Sounds like you're getting splinters, so it must be wood.
In 3 seconds, this couple will share a perfect moment.
People, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I ain't trying to badmouth anybody. I'm just trying to read what's people saying here.
Anticipation. How are those butterflies?
Nick, don't start no fights on mine, please. If you want to start fights with Toby or whatever, or anybody else, please start your own live channel and go there and fight it on.
That's the only way to drive in, right? No. She might not show up for all we know.
Maybe an hour before. Recently, it's gotten to where, you know, if it doesn't happen within 10
That'd be kind of hard, wouldn't it?
gone back home.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
And here comes a car. 2 hours and 37 minutes, 31 viewers, 40 likes. I think 31's the highest I've been so far this morning. I'm just on here trying to figure out what yesterday Gray Aliens video. I wish we could have got a little bit more from it. The way it sounds is Vaughn is going to be getting a eviction notice from the lawyers. Her name is Heather. We had another run.
Oh, Toby, you're going to get with Shani? There you go, buddy.
Called her out on it, and she confessed.
Yeah, outsider. Yeah. Hopefully someone's recording it because I'm sure going to want to watch it here. Oh, I got it right from Alien. Me and Gray are friends.
Daddy,
He immediately sends it to me. Yes, sir.
does what's her Grumpy Lobster's wife get on there?
I don't know. I'm going to talk to Miss Parker about it.
Well, tell her that I want to.
I have gave out our our sorrows.
I always say sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss. The condolence is a
Yeah, that's the word I was thinking.
condolence. Yeah, well, it's kind of hard for me to say, so that's why.
The whole video. Okay, what was that guy's name? John's channel.
This is what we're really doing. And you were not very nice. You didn't want to be my friend. And so I got upset.
I will look that up, Frank. I appreciate that.
I originally did it just to be mean because I was mad at you. And then we have a lot of
Thank you, Toby and Frank.
we do the same things, we have the same personality. And I didn't mean to fall in love with you. I didn't mean to start caring about you. It just happened.
When we get off this live today, I'm definitely going over. Hey, I just cracked that 40 thumbs up. That's good. 27 people.
You get rid of somebody is an intricate part of your life. You tell all of your stuff to.
What do I actually?
Wife's checking her sugar.
Yeah, I made a big picture and it's not what I look like. I guess I told you his name.
And waiting on the test results.
Yeah, I'm not sick. that you were frustrated and you were gonna leave. I didn't know what else to do. I don't want to not
Is
know
that Von Hilton's friend, John?
whether the mistake of being a teacher and what I look like in my name is real.
I just don't know why it took so long for this to happen.
Because I was scared. I can't even tell you.
He might have me blocked, so I don't know. I'll have to go over and check. Because he definitely knows my name.
I mean, we asked you that same question. Why would you continue to put yourself through this?
I mean, I literally already called him out once.
Being hopeful. It was believing you.
I can't meet him because I'm too far away, but if he's gutsy and he's got that much power and energy that he wants a piece of me, I will send my brother to him. And he lives in the same city, same state, and all. They probably even live blocks apart. Looks like Miss Parker Inc. is going to court with Vaughn and is going live a little later. Thank you, Mountain Life. Don't know who you are. Appreciate it. I live the mountain life too. Looks like Miss Parker is going to court with Vaughn and is going live a little later. I will be there. I will be watching it clearly. And I'm be honest with you, I'll watch it for about a half hour. And if I can get in on it and Vaughn is there, let's see how quick he leaves when I jump in and try to invite myself in to watch and be part of that court case. Mountain Life, please watch today. Everyone else, if you're not busy, Miss Parker is going to go live with Vaughn today, it sounds like, in court. So this might be a little funny here, people. I'm done playing games. I'm done playing with Vaughn. I'm done with him running his mouth on the Frost family.
Kelly and John use AT&T for mobile service. Steve and Anna have Spectrum.
I'm literally just tired of him.
With unlimited data and nationwide 5G. So, what's the difference? AT&T's
I literally, really do need to call the nut house and see how many family members it takes to have somebody committed.
And reliable service. We're switching to Spectrum.
Switch and you can save up to 60% on your mobile bill. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Stop. Don't buy another social campaign. What? The Spectrum Reach ad portal puts our business on the best of TV and streaming. You can do it yourself, run in our computer, and you can afford it. You're me? And you, the wiser. The ad portal helps us grow. It targets customers right down to the zip code. You came back in time. Wait, right down to the zip code? And puts it in the ads. The customers love it.
Mountain Life, did they say any certain time?
Well, thank you. Spectrum Reach. One advertising partner.
4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock?
What happens to your body language when you use Step Dry
Miss Parker, she usually, she does mornings, afternoons, and nights, so it's hard telling.
leaving you feeling instantly dry and confident.
In 15 minutes, I sent you on Facebook. You sent it to me on Facebook. Okay. Well, I'll have to turn the other phone on and get it all set up. Right now I'm live here, so if I still got 15 minutes, that's pretty good. So yeah, 1 o'clock somewhere. Yep, there you go. Frank, 1 o'clock. I am doing okay, coffee. I have my morning coffee. I'm having my morning Dr. Peppers.
Hot coffee.
I ain't really ate no breakfast. I didn't really feel too hungry. But everything else is going fine. Just wanted to get on here. Gray Alien said, or Vaughn said to the open chat video yesterday that he was going to sue the lawyer of the estate and the Frost for trying to commit murder on him. That we're going to kill him because the lawyer called him yesterday and said they were giving him a eviction notice.
And it's just been a roller coaster since day one.
This girl obviously deserves some credit.
Sorry about his luck. He knew it was coming.
So giving her a chance.
He should have prepared.
To communicate with you will probably be a really helpful thing for her.
People, the will says certain things in the will, and that's all that lawyer has to go by is what the will says. The will does not say nothing about he can live on that piece of property for free forever. There's nothing on the will that says that. So if it's not in the will, it don't have to be.
Talk about all this a little bit more.
He has no money to pay anybody. That's it. He gets $250 a month, and that don't even cover the light bill,
Come on in.
let alone car insurance.
Yesterday was a lot. That left us with a lot of questions.
He should have filled out some Section 8 paperwork. But coffee, there's a problem.
Heather, you must know
I don't know if he can read, to tell you the truth.
what's causing him stress.
Or he can't. He must be like a sixth grader like me. He can't read them big words because, well, no, he can't be like me because I filled Social Security paperwork out. He didn't. I filled my welfare paperwork out. He didn't. I know who filled his paperwork out. So does he.
My dad was
I don't think he would know how to fill out a Section 8 paper. So that would be my answer to that one, coffee.
recently diagnosed with diabetes.
11 minutes. I see that, Toby. I'm watching.
Huge change.
People, I really appreciate y'all getting on here. There was 43 of yous today. If you ain't thumbs up me, please thumbs up now before I get off here because I like to keep count on how many people visited me every day. That way I know if I'm getting worse or if I'm getting better. I've been on here 2 hours, 50 minutes. Right now I have 25 viewers. Miss Parker's going live. If any of yous like Miss Parker or any of yous watch Miss Parker, I mean, and I watch her a lot myself, so
Building a big profile, lying to someone for a year and a half.
I appreciate it, coffee. I mean, I just get on here and try to be truthful and tell people things that I know. And if I don't know it, I'm gonna say, guess what? I don't know. Tell me what you know. You know what I mean? I'm still learning every single day. I ain't no smart whiz kid like Stinky. But I ain't got myself backed up in a big old fat corner where I don't have a roof over my head. I have to worry about how I'm going to eat, where I'm going to sleep. All that's coming down on Vaughn real quickly.
And you need to find somebody.
With him saying he's going to sue the lawyer who is trying to give him a eviction notice. Oh, he's got a shocker coming.
That felt the way you feel.
People, I'm going to get off here, get me another drink, take a bathroom break, make sure everything's ready for Miss Parker to come on. This gives us all 10 minutes to prepare for the next round to see what's going on over there. And I hear the interview is with Vaughn, or the court is with Vaughn. So, yes, I am definitely going to be there. Y'all have a great day. And everyone has that last words they like to say. As I say, peace out.